Welcome, Capricorn, to your February 2024 reading, and thanks for tuning in. Now, just a few announcements before I start. Apologies for this being a little late. I did your video, and then when I watched back the video, there was a massive issue with the filming. It went black. I don't know what happened. So I'm doing it again here for you. Now, also, I've done another chunk of the free mini readings that everyone requested when I had the offer on. So check out your notifications to see if yours is there, if you've asked for one. If not, it will be coming. Now, I'm no longer offering this because people aren't actually coming back and watching them. I don't know if there's an issue and people aren't getting them, which is a real concern because I've got suspicions that there is something going on with my account. But it is coming. Now, if you would like a reading from me at the moment, I'm only doing them for a donation. So it can be any amount. Doesn't have, I don't care how much it is, but at least I know if you're paying for it, I'm not going to be doing them for nothing, and you will come back and watch it. Now, for everyone else who would potentially like to give me a hand to support my channel, I actually have started a online store. Now, it's not really to do with tarots, but it's my other passion of selling antiques and beautiful jewelry. This is crystal jewelry as well, so if you're into crystals, check it out. They're all one-off pieces, handmade by my mum, beautiful crystals, semi-precious stones, and we also do bespoke pieces as well. So if you've got something in mind for a special occasion with certain crystals or a design you've got, we can help you make that up as well. So check that out. But let's get into this month's reading. Now, wow, it starts out very interestingly with two tens. Now, you've got two tens and you've got two twos. Now, I don't know if you've watched my channel before, but I don't believe in coincidences. So when things like that happen with multiples of one number, I feel like it is significant. And tens are true endings that lead to new beginnings, and often they bring about a sense of completion with whatever issue that they are talking about here. And most often than not, they lead right back to the ace again. You start again on a new journey. So this is really nice. Now, the 10 of Wands is that ending of difficult, burdensome times. Now, I'm not an astrologer, but I know in terms of astrology, just from the astrologers that I listen to, that Capricorn has been going through some difficult times with Pluto and Saturn being in your skies. And so I feel like for a lot of Capricorns, you have really been struggling, and this can be financially, it can be, in your work, career, business, and it can also be in your love. I mean, look, this is a general reading, so you relate it to your situation using your own intuition. But the 10 of Wands, yeah, it is, in a tradition. Oh, I didn't mention, this is the Angel Tarot, this deck here. This is the very first deck I ever was given. So it's very old, it's very plain and simple, but I do love it. I can actually tune in better when it doesn't have a lot of pictures on it, but it doesn't help you much. In the 10 of Wands, did I say 10 of Pentacles before? I meant 10 of Wands. When you get this card, in a traditional imagery, you would see that person walking down the road, hunched over with a big load on their back. But the thing with the 10 of Wands is that person in the picture is almost at their destination. They can see it in the distance. They've pretty much arrived. So this is really saying that although things have been difficult, although you have really been burdened with a lot of responsibility, a lot of workload, perhaps for some of you. This is now really in February, you're going to see completion. You're coming to an end to a lot of this stuff. And it's really nice because it is a card of victory. And then followed straight after that, the 10 of Cups. And look, this is one of the best cards in the deck, Cappy, and I'm so happy that you've received this. This is contentment. This is joy. This is family contentment. Your home life is great. Your emotional well-being is wonderful. This is the happily ever after card, that where you're actually seeing results for the efforts that you have been put in. And in terms, I mean, cups are all about love, emotion. So in terms of your emotional well-being, it is just joyous. There's so much wonderful kind of stuff there for you coming up. Well, certainly starting in February, I feel, for a lot of you. Now, the 2 twos, you've got the 2 of Swords and the 2 of Wands. So I feel like there is a bit of a decision here that you are required to make. You know, twos, pretty much when you get multiple 2s, that is what it's saying. Now, 2s, you know, they can also indicate friendship and romantic relationships or any kind of partnership between you and another person. And you've got some people here as well. You've got a Page of Swords. I would normally read this as an Aquarian, but this can be any air sign, so a Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. You do have the Justice card here, which is Libra, that rules Libra. And you've got the King of Pentacles here as well. So this is another earth sign like yourself. This can actually represent a Capricorn as well. Some tarot readers will read the King of Pentacles as a Capricorn. I would normally read it as a Taurus, but general reading, so this is any earth sign: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So there are indications that you could potentially be going into business with another person. And, you know, don't get too hung up on the star signs as well, because the cards describe more so the character of the person than the star sign, but I'll go into those as we come to them. So the 2s, as I mentioned, this is like, again, needing to make a choice on various fronts in your life here, as well as needing to work with others towards various goals that you may have. And the 2 of Swords, it can talk about a bit of a stalemate situation, in the sense that you are unsure about which way to go, or you feel like your mind is locked and you don't know how to choose in a certain situation. But this is a card of a lot of strength and a lot of power in it as well. And it can also talk about harmony in a way, and even working towards offsetting this stalemate situation. So you could really be thinking about solutions. You know, often in the 2 of Swords, you will see that figure sitting in a chair with the 2 swords crossed. And this, you know, look, this can be conflict as well with some of these people. A lot of people read the 2 of Swords as a card of conflict, where you are butting heads with someone, but often I feel like this is internal conflict where you're unsure about a particular way to go. But, you know, in this particular deck, it's interesting. I get drawn to use a particular deck, and, you know, I've never used this deck before in my online readings. And in this particular deck, the 2 actually talks about concord, like getting on together, working things out, and it actually is a card of harmony. So I feel like there is a solution here for you, and you are going to be able to choose the right road. And often we only feel like there are two options when this card comes up, but there is actually a third solution that you can choose. There are other options. You don't have to be at this stalemate. So look deeply into anything where you are feeling stuck mentally or finding it difficult to move forward, because there are options there. Now, the Seven of Swords is an interesting card as well. Now, often people talk about the Seven of Swords as a bit of a card of watch your back. There could be someone around you that perhaps doesn't perhaps doesn't have your best interests at heart. But traditionally, I don't feel like this card means this. This card is you using different solutions, and exactly what I was talking about in that Two of Swords. There are other solutions. I feel like you're thinking outside of the box. You're thinking strategically, and you're making new plans, and you're really putting effort into creating this, I feel like this could be to do with your career, your business life, your finances, your inspiration, if you're an artist, that kind of stuff. I feel like you're thinking outside of the box, and you're putting in effort to really achieve something a little bit different, or achieve something in a different way than what other people would be doing here. And I really like that for you, Cappies, because this is your way of overcoming this kind of crossroad I feel that you could potentially be at. Now, the Page of Swords as well, as I mentioned, this is an air sign or an Aquarian. And this is someone that really is great at discerning or uncovering the unknown, or uncovering issues, and really good at perceiving things. And when this card sort of shows up in a reading, if it doesn't actually represent a significant person in your life, it can actually talk about you really having some deep insights and looking at things in a deep way, and investigating things, and just sorry to be silent. I know you can't see my face, so I don't like to be silent, but I'm just trying to feel the energy of this card. And it really is someone that's quite intelligent, quite inquisitive, and I feel like for a lot of you, this is more talking about the qualities that you are going to be taking on board, particularly to help you with this decision-making process that is going to be required of you. Now, just on a side note here, I'm feeling for some of you that if you've been having any kind of issue with this particular person, or if this is someone from the past, I feel like if they have created any drama or they have burdened you in some way, I feel like this is coming to an end, simply because this is beneath that 10 of Wands. And certainly if this has been someone that doesn't have your back and has been acting unethically or trying to promote themselves, they're more concerned about their career or their reputation, or trying to get ahead and throwing you under the bus in any way. I feel like there is justice coming in here for you. And that, I feel like you may even hear about something that this person perhaps is getting their just desserts, or karma, the wheel of karma is coming around. But look, that is just for some of you. That is, you take what resonates and let the rest go. Now, justice here, this is lovely energy. This is balance. This is things, equilibrium. This is, it can have something to do with legal issues, documents, contracts, that kind of stuff as well. But this is really, really nice energy. This is fairness and proper balance and harmony and equality here, righteousness. And I feel like, Cappies, you are getting your just rewards. Again, as I said, because of this kind of heavy energy of the Ten of Wands, where you have been burdened, you have been struggling, you've been working away at something, and it could be, your career, your finances, something to build your wealth here, your business. There is, I feel like there is a really good, satisfactory outcome, and you're going to see some returns, or it's almost like, yep, you're getting what you deserve here after all the effort and energy that you have been putting in. But yeah, definitely balance. If you've been feeling out of whack in any way, balance is definitely being restored here, or you're certainly going to be seeing that in February. Now, that beautiful King of Pentacles, all Cappies will love to see this card. This is someone that is great at business. They are a really good leader, a great manager. They are someone that, they're a successful and experienced leader as well. So I feel like this can even talk about some of you achieving a different level in your career. You could be getting a promotion. You could be, rising to the level of a manager, if that's what you want. And this is a person of really good character and intelligence and really good business acumen as well. So if you are starting a business or anything like that, this is a really good sign to see the King of Pentacles showing up. And if this is a person in your life, this is a really loyal friend. They're reliable, and they're successful as well. They're very generous. They're wise, and they make wise investments as well. So, and I mean, look, like I said, I feel like for some of you, this could even be representing you. And, this is someone who really likes to acquire money. So Cappies, this could definitely be you. Acquiring money and valuable possessions and surrounding yourself with luxury and that kind of stuff. But it is a great card when you're talking about money. It's definitely good stuff coming in here for you. And your final card of these ones is the Two of Wands. And again, this is you coming to a bit of a crossroad in your life. And I feel like, just because it's next to the King of Pentacles and it is Wands, this, like I mentioned, is something to do with your career. But the beauty of the Two of Wands is there is no wrong decision here, Cappies. There's no wrong choice. And I always say, in a traditional deck, you will see the figure standing at that crossroad with two paths going in two different directions. And when you look in the distance, both paths join up into the one as well. So no matter which road you take here, Cappies, you are going to head up exactly where you are supposed to be. So we'll get some clarifying cards out. Boy, that part of the reading went for a long time. I don't usually like to keep my readings going too long because I don't want to waste your precious time, but we'll get some clarifiers out. Now, this always happens. A chunk of cards come out in one big go. And look at what came out. You have another 7 here. So that's really interesting. The 7 of Cups. This is you actually being spoiled for choice. You are at a place where you have so many options in front of you. And, you know, this can have to do with you, and it is sort of a card of choice as well. You are required to actually choose and make a decision which one of these you do want to pursue. Now, this can actually talk about being stuck because you don't know how to choose as well, because you do have so many options in front of you. But you know, when you get multiple 7s in a reading, this often brings, the 7 brings a lot of soul searching. You might be sort of longing for more out of life when several 7s come up, and you're in this process of assessing your progress, and you might find yourself lacking in certain areas. And sometimes this can make it really easy for you to be unkind to yourself. But you really need to make sure that you need to self-forgive. If you feel that you've done anything wrong, if you've made any wrong decisions, if you turned into the wrong pathway, or you feel you've chosen incorrectly, this is a real 7s coming into your reading are really saying not to be hard on yourself. Don't stop that negative self chatter, because that can really bring you down as well. You know, this is a time to review and be patient with yourself and to go within. I feel like for a lot of you, you really are trying to understand the truth of your situation and to gain clarity sort of regarding the purpose of your life. So this could also be the crossroads that a lot of you are at. You're questioning, what are you doing? Is this what I really want? Is this the direction I really want to go in? So I feel like there's some deep things like that coming up here for you. And and I feel like for a lot of you, spiritual development comes to the forefront as well when you have multiple 7s. But you know, there can be this pause here, Cappy, because you're unsure about what's happening, what's going on. But look, I feel like this is going to be coming to an end, because out of that lot, you also received the Death card. Now, please do not be alarmed. There's nothing to worry about here. This is a card of release. It's a card of shedding, of endings. And the fact that you've got 2 10s as well as the Death card, there is a real transformation coming in here for you. And you're just at this place now where you need to decide which direction you want to go in. But there's rejoicing here. This is beautiful, emotional, happy times coming in here. So I love that for you, Capricorn. So I really feel like there's a celebration coming in. I mean, look, it is Valentine's Day coming up as well. So happy Valentine's Day. I mean, I'm not seeing many love cards here this time. But look, this is a Scorpio as well. This can represent a Scorpio, but I feel like you are going to be rejoicing in a lot of the decisions that you are making here. There is going to be a celebration. Now, you have the Ace of Swords that came out in that lot, and look at this. You received the 2 of Wands again. So you've got the world in your hands here, Cappy, and you have this beautiful Ace of Swords. This is that ace that brings you clarity. It cuts out all of the BS. It is the sword of truth, new ideas, new inspirations. And you know, when you have the 10s, you know, what was I saying about the 10s? It leads you right back to the aces again. So where there has been struggle, there is new clarity, and you are going to, this is going to help you make this decision. And as I said, you've got the world in your hand. This card beautifully represents it. You know, one direction there's the beach, the other direction is the mountains. Which way do you want to go here? But this Ace of Swords is really, really going to help you. And look at this, a third 10. This is dead, done, and over with. There is no more. And I feel like for you, Cappies, a lot of this is your negative self-chatter. This is stressful times, depression. If you've been suffering with any kind of illness as well. And often this is, I feel like, mental stress, strain, that kind of an illness that has been that has come about because of your worries and your concerns. I feel like absolutely this is coming to an end. Any mental turmoil, and you have clarity now. That is beautiful, absolutely beautiful energy. Now we'll get a final card from the Now I Understand Oracle deck. I didn't use these last month because I was kind of pressed for time. Wow, okay, I usually only get one, but I'm going to take these. You are gonna love this, Cappy. Action plan. Design a strategy and don't listen to backseat drivers. Follow your heart and keep your eyes on the mission. That is absolutely linked to all of those decisions that you are going to be making. Creativity. A creative hobby may be profitable. Go for it. Remember to do it for the love. The rest will fall into place. That is absolutely a beautiful message. And look at this one. Woohoo! Money. You may receive a payout, lump sum, or inheritance. A windfall is possible too. And I know my Cappies are going to love that. So, and I feel like this could also be money that comes in from your hard work as well, from you know, if you have been building your wealth here, that King of Pentacles, I definitely feel like this is related to that. If you've been working hard towards something, I feel like you're going to see some results financially there. So that's going to be great. So we'll leave it there, Cappies. I hope that resonates with you. Please take me up on my offer of a reading if you would like one. As I said, leave a small donation or a large one if you like. I don't mind. But I will do your reading. I will, if you put a comment in the comment section below with what a question or something you'd like me to focus on when I do your reading, I will videotape your reading and I will leave a link in response to your comment, and you can click on that and you'll see your video there. And for everyone else, like I said, if you'd like to help me out, please check out my new store. You know, it might be a beautiful gift there for someone special for Valentine's Day as well. So have a great month and I hope to see you next month. Bye.